Look, man, told you we was back, man. It's not just a fluke, man. Hey, first of all, before we even get started, man, I want to say thank you to everybody out there, man, who showed love with last week's episode, our first episode in a while. You know, we had like close to 1,000 views on YouTube. Hey, don't just watch it though. We need y'all to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Definitely click that bell. You know, when you get done watching it, we got a whole lot of content up there from, you know, a few years back and all of that type of stuff. So keep rocking with your boys from Apuffaminute. But with all that said, I'm your boy Cigar Mick.
Hey, what's good, people? This Cigar Banker.
Cigar, but you're not Jaron Grady?
Yeah. Had to give him the government last week. We was a little out of touch.
Yeah, we've been off for a while. Hey, yo, it's good to be back here, bro. It's good to, you know, chop it up. All we do is we smoke cigars and we conversate. You know what I'm saying? And again, we don't plan this, bro. Everything is top of the dome. We just sit down, man, light a cigar, and let what comes up come up, you know? I see you grabbed you another one of them Carlsberg. You ain't grabbed me one, bro.
I did. You ain't need a chaser. You big man.
Good, okay. What's up, man? Let's talk about what we smoking, family. Yeah. Kick us off.
Yeah, man, I had to go back to an old classic today. So Punch actually reintroduced this smoke, the Grand Puro. So this is a Punch Grand Puro. This is all Honduran, which is a little off base from what Punch usually does. Okay. It's either Nicaraguans or Dominicans or whatever, and they line up. So this is a little bit different, but this is an old favorite that had gone away for a while, and they brought it back. And I don't know if I've said this before on the show, but I know I started out smoking Punches. When I first started upgrading from my everyday smokes, Punch was one of the first things I found, and I can't seem to get away from it. So, like I said, I want to keep my palate refined, so I went back to an old classic today.
Nice, brother. Yeah. Nice, man. Yeah, Punches, what's up, man? It's a little windy out here, man. The smoke keep blowing back in our faces and everything, but it's all good.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, bro, I had to go back to, you know, one of my old favorites as well. You know, now this one, you know, a lot of people, you know it, they love it. You know, it is that Drew Estates, Legal Provider number 9. Okay, great stories about this one right here. I even broke out my, you know, my Drew Estates, man, that Drew gave to me, you know, a little while back, man. But you know, a lot of people don't realize that this blend was actually developed by, you know, another great mind in the cigar world, man. And that's Nick Molino from Foundation Cigars. Right? This is back when he was working with Drew and stuff like that. This is a very popular blend, man. You know, it's got the you know, the Nicaraguan wrapper. The fillers are Honduran and Dominican. You know, it's nice dark Oscuro type wrapper, man. But you know, just a classic, man. Very flavorful. And this particular one is kind of a special edition because this came out of the Year of the Pig edition.
Yes.
You know, so that's why it's shorter than you might normally see. A little bit fatter, a little bit bigger gauge. You know, but it's a great smoke, man. And you know, I stand behind Legal Provider number 9. Man, this is one of the fine cigars that's out there today. So I want to big up my boy Nick, man, because you did a good job, bro.
If you'd have shown it before you cut it, it actually had the pigtail on the end for the Year of the Pig edition. So that's a nice touch Drew did on that little box, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Very nice, man. So yeah, that's what I got going in again. Straight no chaser. You know what I'm saying? I'm rolling with this Elijah Craig today, man. You know, the small batch Elijah Craig, man. It's what's that, 1789, I believe. And just, you know, just a little something to pair it up with, man.
Exactly. Same thing. A little chaser for me though.
A little chaser.
That little Carlsberg.
So man, what to talk about this week, bro? You know, I know it's crazy, man, because you know we don't want to get back into a cycle, but I gotta ask you, man, did you happen to see you know, T.I. 2 this week?
No.
You captured none of that T.I. 2?
No. The T.I. 2?
T.I. 2, yeah. No, that's the Trump.
I think he talking about T.I. got another gun charge. Nah, he said T.I. 2, the Trump Impeachment 2.
Trump Impeachment 2.
You know I caught it, man. You know I caught it.
I mean, it's just like, you know, the previous version. You know, the sequel is, you know, it's got some exciting peaks and valleys and stuff like that. But I mean, you know, if you're a fan of this genre of entertainment, you already pretty much know what the ending is going to be before the end, right?
Well,
again, bro, I thought it was pretty good. It was very entertaining. in the beginning, man. So,
yeah. When you say T.I. 2, I'm thinking of Terminator 2 as well.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 was the only sequel that was better than the original, right?
Yeah.
So this might be better than the original, and
Maybe.
the outcome could be a little different than what people think.
I don't know, bro.
But
the outcome is gonna be the same because even in over in France, bro, in the news, they're reporting that it's gonna be, the decision is gonna be along party lines again. But what was funny to me, man, was, from the beginning, the Republicans, bro, they was like, look, we don't want to do this right away. We're gonna make y'all wait a month. Let this thing die down in the press. Let it die down in the minds of American people.
Yeah.
So the House managers, bro, these cats came back and they just made you relive every second of January 6th, bro. They broke that thing down in detail and stuff, and it was disturbing, but it was entertaining as heck, bro. And the way that they cut up the mix, man, with Trump, bro.
Yeah.
It was like, go get him, go kill him, fight, all of that type of stuff. It was just crazy damaging. And on day one, with opening statements, the Republicans were sitting there like amazed. They was like, wow, these guys are pretty good,
Yeah.
But they came back to the drawing board, and like I said, when they did theirs, they did the remix on the other side and made it look like all of the Democrats were just sitting there like, kill Trump, kill Trump. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's very entertaining, man. It's definitely a matter of your perspective. But I don't know, man. I just think it's gonna be the same. It's just entertaining.
The one thing that surprised me though is I didn't realize that he was speaking simultaneously as these people were marching towards the Capitol. And then as he was speaking, more and more people started going.
Yeah.
And then the people at the Capitol started encouraging more people to go with them. And I didn't realize that they had that level of following, that he was actually really the catalyst for them going. I thought it was just maybe another one of his tweets or something he sent out. I didn't realize these things were going on simultaneously as they were marching to the Capitol, and then as we saw how things kind of escalated. But definitely, like you said, the Democrats, I thought they did a good job of showing in detail what really happened that day. And not only were the House and the Senate in trouble from the Democratic side, the Republicans were in trouble as well.
Oh, yeah.
They were in those same halls.
They were all in the same hall. Exactly.
It wasn't like they were the Republicans in one hall, Democrats in another. They were all sitting in that same hall and in the same position.
Unless you had a MAGA hat in your back pocket, you was in trouble.
Yeah. And even then, I think they started calling some of the senators that had originally supported Trump. And flipped. They were saying, even Pence. They were saying Pence is a traitor.
Pence was a target.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was a target that day.
They absolutely were chanting Pence is a traitor.
Exactly.
So it was crazy how all that stuff played out. But you're right. It's like, are we living the meaning of insanity right now? Are we doing the same thing over again, expecting a different result, or could it actually be something different? I don't know.
I think most Americans, like I said, we have very short-term memories. I don't think people realize how close America came to being Myanmar. You know what I'm saying? Because the same uprising, the same coup that took place in Myanmar was the same thing that was happening here. Only different was military intervention. The military if the military had gotten involved, which was my biggest fear, right? Because at that point, who do you listen to, right? Because honestly, in that moment, Trump was still commander in chief.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So if he released the military, now the National Guard again is under the the state's control, so to speak, right? But then again, DC ain't a state either, so.
Yeah.
So they released the National Guards and stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, if the real military had to follow orders from Trump that way, bro, just like in Myanmar, they went and they gathered up all of those, because they had a free election too. They had, a democratic process. They just snatched everybody up, man, the winners and all, bro.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? And they just, enforced military rule at that point. We were very close to that.
Okay.
Very, very close.
Now you giving them history. Now, for those who don't know, Myanmar is now Burma.
No, this just happened, bro. Like 2 weeks ago.
Or Burma is now Myanmar.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, yo, it was in parallel, bro. Trump's sitting at home right now watching the tapes from Myanmar. Like, damn, that's why I messed up. You see what I'm saying? Well, yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. But I know definitely I'm tired of it. I'm ready to move forward. I think most of the country, even on the Republican side, is like, let's move forward. But I get it. the thing is, he's still going to be around. He's still going to be in the background, influencing political views and different things that go on. He's going to be basically a national pundit now.
The only difference is now, to be perfectly honest with you, a lot of your right-wing conservative groups feel let down by him. You know what I'm saying? Because you heard a lot of people saying, listen, we were following our president. You know, they thought that if they got arrested, that he was going to provide bail. You know what I'm saying? Among other things. So they thought that they could do no wrong. And it was a rude awakening, so to speak, right? But I'm going to get off of that. You know something else, man, that's really got me thinking right now. This just came to mind, too. Were you able to watch Denzel's latest flick?
I did, actually. I did
too, bro. The little things.
Little
things, man. I know it's in theaters, but it's on HBO Max right now. You know, and that movie in and of itself, bro, is, you know, it's disturbing to a lot of people. All right, because Denzel plays a police officer who actually ended up murdering somebody by accident and covering it up. And covering it up. And then, there goes my doorbell, there goes the dog. And then, after he covered it up, right, then another cop who was kind of under his wing did the same thing and he covered it up. And this really had a big impact on a lot of the BLMers, man, because they said, see, this is the type of, it's like it was almost glorifying, you know, police going above and beyond their, you know, what they're supposed to do, right, and then covering it back up. You know, it's that blue line, so to speak. What are your thoughts on that, man? Other than that, it was entertainment. It was a psychological thriller, I guess you would call it. Right? But yeah, what do you think?
Well, I think you make a good point, because there was one scene in the movie when they were sitting in the car staking out the dude's house, and he made a comment about if this was your family member or this was you, what would you want the cops to do? You want them to do everything in their power, right, to last, and you know, because he was getting tired, and he needed coffee and all that sort of stuff. He's like, what would you want somebody to do to make sure that they found out what happened to you? He was like, everything within their power. And then, but like at the same time, it almost seemed like they used their power over and above what they should have been doing.
It was an abuse of power. That's really what it came down to. It was an abuse of power. You know, and again, they were making you see it through the eyes of these officers. Right. So, you know, everything is justified. Right. And I always say that when you have to justify something, it's just a lie. You know, the only difference is you lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You lying to yourself. But yeah, that's really what it came down to. They justified their actions based upon, you know, what they wanted the outcome to be. They wanted that dude to be guilty.
They did.
Even though he wasn't. Right? So yeah.
And you never know, right? That's one of those things where the movie ends and you're like, okay, did he actually do it? Did he not? Because there was so much manipulation. Even Denzel manipulated the other cop, you know, with the red beret thing.
Well,
you know, I don't want to give too much away. But
he was trying to ease his conscience.
He was. But it was going both ways. But definitely, like you said, it's odd to see it from the point of view of these police officers and not the people who are accused and accused and guilty before even having a day in court, which we often go through.
Now, if you were the you know, the other guy who they were following and stuff in the movie, right? I forgot the word I'm looking for, man, but the person who's like, you know, that they. Anyway, if you was that guy,
the person of interest, the suspect,
you would say, if you were just focusing on him, you would say that he was even goading them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was even, you know, that's like the people who say, oh, well, you know, if he had just, you know, kept his mouth shut, hands at 10 and 2, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, and just did what the officer said, everything would have been fine. But this guy was literally goading them, bro, and making fun of them at the same time, you know, and making them think. He's like, yeah, get in the car. I'll take you to the body. I'll show you where I hit the body. And then nobody just got my man digging holes. You know? So, yeah, it's crazy.
No, you absolutely right, bro, because that's exactly what somebody would say. They say if he just followed the rules, if he just did what he was supposed to do, he wouldn't have got killed.
He'd still be here.
He'd still be here.
Exactly.
And like you said, we don't even know if he committed the crime or not.
Right. Yeah, that's the justification that we have to say. That's the justification that most Americans have to do in order to accept something that is unconscionable. See what I'm saying?
But like you said, when you gotta justify what you call it, just a lie,
bro. It's just a lie. You don't realize you lying. The easiest person in the world to deceive is the person in the mirror. Right? And you know, most of us are self-deceived when it comes to our perceptions, bro. Hey, bro, I think we're getting close. I don't know.
Let's check it out.
What you got for time, but
yeah, we getting close, man. But definitely, like I said, we trying our best to get away from the political thing.
Bro.
But like you said, it seems like every week there's more developments, there's more things, and as observers of the world, I think we owe it to the people to know, to let them know the conversations we really have. Because I don't know how many times we can say it when we come on this show. This is what we really talk about. I don't know how to make it clearer for you, but this is the real discussions we have behind the scenes. We just turn on the camera so y'all can enjoy it too.
Yeah, y'all can like and sharing the conversation. Yell at the screen, bro.
Yeah.
The Black Theater. You know what I'm saying? Imagine just theater.
Yeah, they gonna be yelling at the screen. Denzel got fat. Hey, but bro, this was another good episode. Hey, man, we gotta start off like we end it like we did when we started off. We thank you so much for the love, the support. Keep doing what you're doing on YouTube. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell link so you get the notifications every time we post something new. Hey, Mick is doing a heck of a job posting stuff up on Instagram as well, IG, YouTube. So make sure to like all that, comment. We want the comments. Give us feedback. We gotta know what we talking about is what you guys want to hear. Are we putting out stuff you guys want to see? And tell us what you smoking. Hey, give us smokes. Give us smokes that we need to. Yeah. We'll smoke.
What do we think?
The ultimate taste testers. But hey, man, like I said, we appreciate all the love and what you do. And I think this episode should be aptly called the Blackout, since we both came dressed all blacked out, man. Yeah. We call it the Blackout episode.
Hey, man, speaking of things that's going on, man. Like I said, I dropped a little hint last week. All right, and again, we're gonna get closer and get more detail out to you guys. But we just want you guys to keep the calendars open for April, man. You know what? I was looking at our insights, our Instagram and stuff like that. We got a lot of followers in New York, bro. We got a lot of followers in Atlanta. We got a lot of followers in Houston. We got a lot of followers in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So all of you guys that are outside of the Las Vegas area, man, you've been fiending to get to Vegas. You've been fiending to get to Vegas anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Throughout this whole COVID season. Keep your calendars open for April, man, because we're going to be doing some big things out here in Las Vegas. Apuffaminute will definitely be involved. And we will be, your voice to let you know the spots that you need to hit and support and all of that, man. So hang out there. Get ready for Vegas Cigar Week, you know what I'm saying? So y'all come out here and hang out with your fellas from Apuffaminute. How that sound?
Oh, man, you putting a lot of pressure on them. You put the heat on them already, man.
Yeah, baby.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's time to get ready, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up.
With that, y'all, listen, man. He already gave you the rundown. Once again, I'm your boy, Cigar Mick.
It's Cigar Banker, people.
We appreciate you, y'all. Peace, and we out until next week. 1.